Well, I'm excited to talk to you, man. We're going to be getting into your new partnership with Strung, your new album. And before we get into that, though, here at Bionic Buzz, we're all about people's passion. I want to know where your passion to be a musician kind of come from and pick up the guitar. Sort of an album, a certain live performance, or something that was natural for you as a child?
You know, it was maybe a natural progression.
Hmm.
I did, you know, my mom put us into piano lessons and trumpet and even guitar, but I didn't get the live bug until maybe high school, you know,
Yeah.
and you know, you could see it was the classic, you see girls reacting and you're like, oh, I like this, because I was playing sports up until then and everyone was getting big in high school and I started getting hurt more. So I stopped, you know, I kind of put sports on the back burner and
Yeah.
played out with a group of friends. And that's where it
What
kind of
what
went.
what sports did you play? If you mind asking?
Ball. Yeah. Super into that. But yeah.
That's cool. So you played the trumpet too, man. Did you ever think of busting that out on a Buckcherry album?
I haven't. I've played piano on this
Uh-huh.
recent. I've played harmonica on this recent album.
Hellbound.
Uh, Trumpet, you know, like I've seen Flea playing trumpet, and I haven't
Yeah.
figured out the application for us yet. But
Maybe you could do like a ska band side project or something.
yeah, no.
That's great. Well, listen, let's get into the album that you mentioned because I've been a fan for you guys for a long time, and it's just you guys are just always just a great straight up rock and roll band, and you always come up with great rock and roll riffs, and the album's great. Hellbound came out last month. Let's get into you guys. Did you guys record this during the pandemic? Was that like we guys separated or just sending tracks back to before? Let's get into the actual writing aspect first.
Well, the timeline on that is everything kind of went into lockdown quarantine about March of 2020. And
Hmm.
that's when Josh and I started writing. We were like, okay, we're not going to be touring on the Warpaint album anymore. So let's start gearing up for uh, something. We didn't know what it was going to be, but we knew for Josh's sake, you know, like he needs to keep busy.
Yeah.
So here we just started writing. And we demoed roughly 20 some songs, and then we started talking with Marty Fredrickson, and then we decided we were sending files back and forth, but we thought it would be even better to just get in the same room. So around September we flew out to Nashville and wrote a bunch of songs,
Oh,
and
nice.
ended up being
Everyone seems to be like recording their albums now in Nashville. Every time when I interview, so it's like the hub now, huh? It's not LA.
you know, it's a lot of there's a lot of players, there's a lot of music. The studios have all moved there, so it seems like more than Los Angeles or New York, that
Hmm.
Nashville is the spot. It's
It,
been like,
it's a fun city. I had one of my best friends just moved there from LA, and I went to visit him. I think last April, and just the vibe and the whole live music that's actually everywhere, and people are actually into the live music, not just LA where everyone's just standing there like this, you know?
yeah, like they're into it. There's so many great players. Like I remember going, you know, like in 2005 and that Music Row where there's all those bars and honky tonks, and
Yeah.
every bar had a guitar player that was incredible. It was lousy with great guitar players, you know.
Hmm.
I saw JD Simo. I don't know if you're familiar with him, but he was not doing well. He was busy recording and just playing those honky tonks back then. But yeah, it's a music city for sure.
Awesome. Well, let's get into the actual title track, single slash music video for Hellbound. Any fun stories about writing that song or anything? Like,
That one came up, I would say, close to the 11th hour. We were done
oh
with
wow.
the recording process, and we had obviously written a bunch of rock and roll songs, but Josh wanted to have, you know, the kind of signature Buckcherry, four on the floor, 130 BPMs, reminiscent of Highway to Hell kind of thing. And,
Yeah, definitely has that vibe.
you know, hey guys, can you give me that riff? And so I was in my hotel room. I was like, yeah, I can do that all day long. So I came up with several, sent that, me and Marty worked on it the next morning and then
Hmm.
sent it, and he knocked it out of the park. So,
Ah, very cool. I love the opening track, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's such a great way to kick off like a great rock and roll album. I mean, do you guys open with that song when you guys were touring recently, or I feel like it's just a great song to introduce the crowd to.
yeah, I think, it's got that energy,
Hmm.
definitely taps into the punk rock side of Buckcherry.
Yeah.
Just worked up an intro here where we're now kind of changing. Now that all the songs are out, the album's out, we're going to structure the set accordingly, and we're going to open with that one.
Oh,
So,
awesome. Very
yeah,
cool. And just remind people the tour will continue, I guess, Columbus, Ohio, I think in a couple weeks, July 30th, actually. I have to give to my favorite track on the album. It's No More Lies, track 5. Kind of a little slower song, but any stories behind that one?
yeah. I think we were stretching out in a direction that we hadn't been before.
Hmm.
There's a little bit of a ska vibe in there. There's a little bit of a Zeppelin, Oasis, but it's definitely a rock and roll song.
Yeah.
That song started out completely different. It sounded more like a 70s guitar rock song. And
Ooh.
we were sitting at Marty's house, kind of taking an inventory of like, where we're at. And I was like, that song is cool, but let's try this. And then what we wiped out, uh, we wiped all the tracks and just left the click and Josh's vocal. And I wrote a guitar riff from top to bottom, playing along with just his vocal, and then that was it. So
That's cool. I saw something on Facebook. You guys are doing like a acoustic stuff. I don't know if there'll be ever acoustic version of that song by any chance.
it could be, like it's easy enough to do for us. We love playing.
Yeah.
It's a way of just stripping down and just hearing the songs for the songs, and I always enjoy that.
Yeah.
Hear My Train, Hendrix. That's kind of like I grew up on that. So I always love playing acoustically. But yeah, the volume 1 and 2, that's
Mhm.
out and about right now.
Very cool. So let's get into Strung. For those who don't know, it's a rock and roll jewelry company. They also work with the NAMM Foundation, and basically they take guitar and bass strings that have been used and turn them into like necklaces and stuff, or even like I actually have one of their wristband things right here. It's got the little rock and roll symbol on. Jenny Mann from Fame Shift started it, and with her husband, and it's been fun watching it. And you guys now are partnering with them, so talk about how'd you guys hooked up with them, and what's a big deal like having your guitar strings now get turned into rock and roll jewelry?
Yeah, if there's a way to kind of help, um, kids,
Yeah.
I'm a dad. Josh is a dad, and music school programs, and it anytime that there's an opportunity for us to be a part of that and help, that we're in. So our manager came to us and said, it'd be no sweat off your back. Just all you have to do is turn in your old strings, and they make them into cool jewelry. And I was like, that sounds fun to me. So, you know,
Yeah, very cool. Yeah, so the NAMM Foundation actually supports music and school programs because, I mean, obviously, I mean, music helped me a lot when I played drums in high school, helped build my confidence. Actually, it improved my math skills surprisingly. Like,
there's a lot of benefit to
yeah.
music in your program. Like
Hmm.
I don't know, like it's just the spice of life anyway.
Yeah,
I'm a happier person with music in my life, and
absolutely.
I think the way I and like look at things and problem solve, and it's been helped with music in my life. I don't know
Hmm.
how to quantify that or explain it, but I know it's definitely better with music in my life.
Very cool. Before I let you go, anything coming up you're allowed to talk about? It could be any new music videos, any other singles off this album. I'm
Uh,
hoping new tours down the falls and stuff like that. You know.
Here's you know what? I'll break the secret now. Um, there's a song on the album. It's called
Hmm.
"Ain't Wasting No More Time," and
Oh yeah, yeah. Track 8. Yeah.
we've had this in the can. We've had 3 videos in the can since we started all this, and it's a uh, it's a visual masterpiece done by Castor Troy.
Uh-huh.
You'll check that out. That'll be out in the next few weeks.
Okay. By visual masterpiece is like animation or is just like the cinematography is just like a movie or something like that.
It was shot in a ghost town about an hour outside of Las Vegas, and
Oh, is that the one where it's like halfway between LA and Vegas? It's like that.
uh, might be. I'm not
Okay.
sure. You know,
There's problem is there's a lot of ghost towns around Vegas. I've been to a couple of them.
there's ghost towns. This one was rumored to, like house aliens underneath. And kind of hang out looking for aliens. There's a lot. There's abandoned planes out there.
Okay, no, that's not the one I'm thinking of. Wow, yeah.
A few movies have been shot there. So yeah.
Wow, very cool. Yeah, that sounds like a pretty interesting concept. So, do you guys actually go there and performed, or he just went there and shot their stuff for you?
No, we just shot the video there.
Gotcha. Well, I can't wait to see that. Well, thank you so much. Taking your time to talk to me, and hopefully, I'll see you live at some point later this year.
Yes, sir. We'll be around. Reach
Uh,
out. We'll pull out the red carpet.
awesome, man. Great. Take care.